What I do, it's you know who. I am 3/4 Monster, and I'm bringing you another episode of the PwnZone. Today's PwnZone episode might be one of my mostly beastly gameplays yet. And I'm not talking about, oh, there's a moment of, damn, I get like 5 in a row. I'm talking about, damn, I just go ham all game long. The shit just never ends. Now, this map in particular is kind of a tough map. It's big, it's long ranged, it's open, everybody snipes. You gotta watch across the map because people will pick you off as you're running around. You gotta take proper angles, take proper routes, know thy enemy spawn, kill thy enemy. So on this map I prefer to use a long range weapon because, like I was just saying, it's a very big open ass map. But let's get into what I really want to talk about on this video, and that is, oh, the guy should have died. Oh, I still got him. That is dealing with lag. Now, this game isn't a good example of me lagging, but I have had and I do have games where I just can't hit anything. If you ever watched my streams, it happens a lot. I mean, I still manage to do well, not as well as I do in this video, but I still managed to do well enough that I'm satisfied with my score. But there are games where you just want to throw your controller in rage because you know that guy couldn't see you around that corner, or you know that the guy shouldn't have been able to shoot you around that corner, or just things like that. Like, it always happens and you always notice, oh, that guy's shooting at me after I already unloaded a whole clip, and that's because of lag in this game. Well, I'm going to try to explain to you how to battle and combat lag in this game. It's not an easy topic, and it's not an easy thing to do. Aside from changing your internet connection, maybe where you live, and your in-game settings, there's not much else you could do to battle lag. It happens to everybody, well, almost everybody, and it's just one of those things in Call of Duty. So, my tip for you is this. Let's say you start the game off and you're doing terrible. You can't hit nothing, and you realize that you're playing 3 seconds behind the enemy. Let's say that you've started the game off 0-6, you can't get a kill, and you're in a rut. What do? Most people at that point try to maybe change their class, maybe take a different approach. The typical group that I play with, we're all movers. We're all aggressive players. So when we get into a rut and we know we're lagging, sometimes it's easier to just say, I'm just going to stop moving. It's easier to say, I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to go sit here because I can't hit anything. Well, that's actually the opposite of what you want to do, because when you can't hit anything, you got to imagine the enemy 3 or 4 seconds ahead of you, right? So if you're sitting still and they say you're sitting in a room, right? And you're ADSing at a door and you're waiting for the enemy because you just can't do anything else because your connection is hampering you. Well, if you're laying there waiting, looking at a doorway, if they walk through that doorway, don't forget they got 2 to 3 seconds on you. So they will see you laying there before you see them. And you're an easy target if you're not moving. You're a really easy target if you're just sitting there or if you're laying there. Now, you could take the douchebag approach and you could hide behind a something, or head glitch something, or go off in a corner somewhere. Sit down, son. Man, this is an epic run of epic proportion. You can take a douchebag approach and you can play the stealth style and just hide somewhere in a corner and hope people run past you to get kills. But that's not the way to do it. The way to do it is be more aggressive. I know it sounds ludicrous, and I know it sounds like it doesn't make any sense at all, but I'm telling you, play more aggressive. Make yourself harder to hit. People see me drop-shotting every now and then. Look, this guy went right back. They see me jumping, drop-shotting. I don't jump as much, but I do that because I'm making myself a hard target. When you're laying down prone and you're laying directly in front of an enemy, all they see is your head, and most of the time, if they're already shooting at you, their recoil brings them upwards with their gun. Granted, not a lot of recoil in this game. The recoil on the gun brings it upwards, and you're going downwards. That makes you a harder target to hit. that goes along with if you're 3 seconds behind and they can see you way before you see them, you got to play that way all the time. Jump around corners, sprints, lay down, jump, crouch. Make yourself a harder target to hit. The more bullets they put in you, the quicker you die. Make it so they can't put those bullets in you as quick. I am pushing really hard to get a nuclear this game. Really hard. So that goes against the typical thinking is, if I'm 0-6, I'm doing terrible for my team. If I try to continue moving and do as I'm doing, I'm not going to be able to help my team out at all. So what am I going to do? I'm going to play more aggressive, and that goes with the thinking. Switch your class up, change your mindset, get yourself out of that rut, think, play smart. Don't just sit there and wait, because by sitting there and waiting, you're making yourself a stationary target. And you know how easy it is to shoot stationary targets in this game? You could shoot people that aren't moving. It's super easy. You got to move. You got to play aggressive still. Don't ever stop playing aggressive. That is my motto. So I was going to hold my lightning strike and try to get my nuclear before the game ended, but oh well. It is what it is, what it is, what it isn't, because the game ran out of kills. I ran out of time. So close to a nuclear on Team Deathmatch. Ended up going 31-0. Even my teammates were pretty much just annihilating. Anyways, I hope you guys took some tips from this video. I hope you guys utilized some of these tips. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I will catch you next time. Peace.
No one's gonna fuck with me and my monster. Me and you, we can rule the world. 'Cause no one's gonna fuck with me and my monster.